Hey, listen up. So you're a man who's on a mission, but you're not quite sure how to accomplish it? Don't worry. I'm gonna help you. Just wear one of these fragrances, and you can do anything that you want. Why? Because you're the man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey guys, welcome to the video. If you're new here, my name's Curtis. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about some masculine smelling fragrances that I have in my collection. So if you're curious to hear about these fragrances, then let's go. So first up, from the house of Hermes, we have Terre de Hermes. So this one is a timeless masterpiece. It's a masculine scent made for a very confident man. This is a boss fragrance, like a CEO. My image is, like a CEO of a company would be wearing this fragrance, leading people, very confident, knows what he wants, where he's going, and he knows how to get there. That's this type of scent. This one is just very raw and elegant, while at the same time being very earthy and just overall sexy. I love this one. Hermes is really good at thinking outside of the box when they create their fragrances. They're not creating fragrances for mass appeal. This is niche quality juice from a designer brand, and which makes Hermes definitely one of my favorite designer brands for sure, if not my favorite. They're just very good at thinking outside of the box to create very intriguing fragrances, which really resonate well with me. Basically what you get here is citrusy, bitter orange squeezed over a cup of vetiver, and that's what you get here. The earthiness in this fragrance comes from the vetiver, which is one of my favorite notes. So yeah, I love this one from first sniff. So for me, anytime there's vetiver in fragrances, like vetiver registers to me as like a masculine smelling note. But of course, women can wear vetiver, but for me, for some reason, it just registers as a masculine leaning note. But yeah, this is definitely a masterpiece. And if you haven't checked out this fragrance, Terre de Hermes, you should definitely get your nose on it. So if you can, get yourself a sample of Terre de Hermes by Hermes. Next up, from the house of Jeroboam, we have Vespero. So when you smell this fragrance, you might think that it's kind of going down the path of like a Creta Ventus or that type of DNA, which it kind of has, but it's definitely not a clone or dupe by any means. There's definitely a very unique take on that DNA with this fragrance here. And this one thing that I really enjoy about Jeroboam, as they are all extrait de parfum concentration, 30 ml size, but these fragrances pack a punch. Don't let this small bottle fool you. These pack a huge punch. They perform great and they have amazing longevity. But yeah, I really enjoy this fragrance. This one has a multifaceted nature. It starts out bright and then it moves more to the dark side. So basically you have some apple and citrus in the top, then in the mid you have some leather, and then when you move into the base you get some woodsy notes. And yeah, this one is blended so well. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. It's an easy wear and it does come off very masculine to my nose. So yeah, it's definitely made for gentlemen. So if you can, get yourself a sample of Vespero by Jeroboam. All right, this next fragrance needs no introduction. This is Acqua di Gio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. So look, I'm not even gonna talk too much about this one, but this is just a classic masculine scent. So for me, when I was in high school, I used to wear Acqua di Gio all the time. And then, years later, I'm quite old now. They had released Acqua di Gio Profumo. It's now discontinued. But I really love how they kind of darkened this one up a bit with the added notes of incense and patchouli. Yeah, this is a standout fragrance. It's unfortunate that it's been discontinued. This is a great one. It's just very classic, but it doesn't smell dated. Maybe to younger people, it might come off as dated, but to my nose, yeah, it doesn't smell dated at all. But this is just a fantastic scent. It's extremely versatile, maybe the most versatile on this list. I mean, you can wear this one anytime, anywhere, casually, formal, you know, it just, any season, it is extremely versatile. And yeah, it's a classic scent. So if you haven't gotten your nose on Acqua di Gio Profumo, you definitely should. But like I said, it's discontinued, so it may be hard to find samples of this fragrance. So if you can, get yourself a sample of Acqua di Gio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. Next up, from the house of Nishane, we have Sultan Vetiver. So with this one, you need to be a very, very confident gentleman to pull this one off. This one is a slap of vetiver to your face. They use 4 different types of vetiver in this fragrance, so it definitely takes you on a journey. But yeah, if your nose is not accustomed to the note of vetiver, do not start with this fragrance because you will hate it, most likely. So with this one here, you know, you get 4 different types of vetiver. It is very deep, rich, robust, damp, earthy, and humid smelling. But upon initial spray on my skin, I definitely get a burst of like fresh kind of cleanliness, and I think that's coming from the neroli here. But as this one starts to dry down, there's kind of, it becomes a bit sweeter, and you get like a subtle hint of leather that starts to push forward. And through this one, it's very multifaceted, so you're kind of going through the different phases of vetiver. But yeah, this one is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. This is signature scent worthy, but like I said before, you need to be able to wear this one with confidence, or else it will wear you. As you guys know, Nishane is one of my favorite fragrance brands. They have a very diverse catalog, and I love just about all of their fragrances. And they have some really good perfumers who are perfuming their fragrances, so they do high quality work. So if you can, check them out. But yeah, Sultan Vetiver is definitely a fragrance that's not for the faint of heart, but it's definitely one that will help to set you apart
and make you feel like the man.
But yeah, if you can, get yourself a sample of Sultan Vetiver by Nishane. And finally, from the house of Penhaligons, we have Sartorial. So this fragrance also is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece fragrance in my opinion, and it's one that I will always have in my collection. So this one's a classic fougere fragrance, but what I really, really enjoy about this one, it does have some metallic notes and it has a sweetness from a honey note in here. But gosh, this one is phenomenal. But when Penhaligons was creating this fragrance, they wanted to kind of give you the visual image of like, maybe you were going into a tailor shop, and so it kind of gives you the smell of like freshly iron pressed shirts. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. This is a masterpiece, and it's one that you should definitely check out for sure. And you know, Penhaligons whenever they create fragrances, sometimes they're quick to discontinue fragrances, but this one I think was created maybe 10 or 11 years ago, and it's still on the list. So they're still producing this fragrance. So it says a lot about the quality of the juice here. Yeah, it's a fantastic one. And if you're someone who really enjoys masculine fougere smelling fragrances, this is one to check out for sure. And in my opinion, it's a must have. But yeah, if you can, get yourself a sample of Sartorial from Penhaligons. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content, and let me know down in the comments section if you enjoy any of these fragrances that you saw on the list today and your opinions on them. I'd love to hear about them. So I hope you guys are staying healthy and well, and I'll see you in the next video.